schedule.
This one is discussed at the last Finance Committee meeting, was changing the Pacific Municipal Code to include a registration fee for nonprofits, religious, benevolent, charitable organizations and societies. So this is the fee schedule that would be attached for the ordinance. The fee schedule and the ordinance has been changed, or the resolution's been written, but it would need to be timed to be adopted when the next thing on the agenda, which is the ordinance making the change, is ready for actual adoption, so that they're working together. This went through the Finance Committee, and is their recommendation that there be a $5 or a $10 fee annually for those types of organizations, rather than them being exempt from this invoice.
Comments from council? Councilmember Holsey?
Several other cities already require that their nonprofit organizations be licensed within the city, and they charge them a $10 licensing fee to cover processing. And that allows us to ensure that all businesses, whether not-for-profit or for-profit, are in compliance with state and federal regulations prior to issuing a license.
Any other comments from council? Council Player? And that's both items E and F. They go together.
Right. Now, I was recommending that this one be moved forward to May, rather than the next council meeting, simply because we're not going to be ready
Okay,
until this one, if that's all right.
okay.
This one will need, the change in the ordinance should have at least 2 readings, and in order to get through the process of 2 readings would be into May.
I get it. So the ordinance, Councilmember Sutton.
Would it, as long as we're revising the fee schedule, make sense to ask around other departments whether they're aware of any other fees that are out of line, and we can have one fee schedule revision for the year instead of several?
I can certainly take that portion to the management meeting and see if anyone else has fees to add. Do it all at once.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll have the reading at the next meeting. Any other items for the workshop?
No power.
All right, workshop is adjourned. We'll now move on to our special meeting. Mayor, you're on. Meeting back there. You want to take 5 minutes or just move on?
I need Jim's position. All right. I'm a good listener. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Does not go on.
The special meeting will now come to order. I'll postpone the pledge of allegiance. Roll call, council.
Mayor Son,
Present.
Councilmember Holsey,
Present.
Councilmember Jones,
Present.
Councilmember Steiger, Councilmember Dyer,
Present?
Councilmember McMahon,
Good evening.
Councilmember Sutton,
Here.
Councilmember Walker.
Here.
Move to excuse Councilmember Steiger.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
First item on the agenda is intro, investigation
from what I understand is that the council member Walker moved to authorize the contract with Intro via investigation for investigation of the whistleblower complaint. Councilmember Putnam seconded the motion. Councilmember Walker moved to postpone the consideration to a special meeting after the workshop on Monday, April 1st, 2013. Councilmember Putnam seconded the motion. Do I hear a motion from the council to put it on the agenda?
I think you're looking for a motion to approve.
To approve?
Yeah.
Well, we have to get it on the agenda. Right?
You have it on.
It's on the agenda.
Okay. So I hear a motion to approve the interim fire investigation. I'm just reading it as it states.
We want an update from Ken with the details of
I'll move to approve for the sake of discussion, although I intend to vote against.
Do I hear a second motion to approve?
To allow discussion, I will vote, second the motion.
I wrote it
Huh?
down.
The chair asked for councilmember.
When the investigators were here, I had asked about their liability insurance and the city's potential liability for any investigations they undertook for us. They said that they had a bond and that was sufficient. MRSC staff attorneys on the issue say that there is no shelter they are aware of for the city that would shelter us from liability for the actions of a private investigator conducting an investigation on behalf of the city, and they advise against hiring an uninsured contractor for this service.
The council recognizes the second to the motion to speak on the issue.
I will be voting no on this issue, for reasons already outlined, and I believe it's a conflict of interest.
There is debate by the council.
Can the attorney give us an update as to, I've seen emails with King County, but what other avenues we're exploring?
The King County Sheriff's Office has refused to investigate the complaint. The matter was turned over to Mr. Raposo, the auditor of the Tacoma office, who has forwarded it to the state auditor for his review. And when my call this afternoon at 4:30, he did not respond, so it is before them to determine whether or not they will conduct an investigation or refer it to an agency that would.
So we're confident that it will get assigned somewhere?
Yes.
Any other council member? Comments from the audience? The chair restates the motion. The council is charged to either approve or disapprove the contract for investigation.
Sorry, I just want to fill in a little bit of my reasoning. I'll vote against this as well tonight, but not just for the reasons that Councilmember Putnam had raised, or the good point that I think Councilmember Walker was making. when I looked at this company's proposal to the city, I too felt like their contract was pretty unprepared, and I was also troubled that this company has been in business all of, I think, about 4 months, maybe 4.5 now. So I'm a little doubtful of their experience with these kinds of issues. I think Councilmember Holsey's point about a conflict of interest weighs with me as well, that one of the principals of this company had previously applied for a position and interviewed here. And so I think for those reasons and maybe some others that I'm not recalling anymore, that's why I'll vote no tonight.
Okay. I'll restate the motion. The council is now called to a vote whether to approve or disapprove. Roll call, council.
Councilmember Dyer,
No.
Councilmember Holton,
No.
Councilmember Jones,
No.
Councilmember McMahon,
No.
Councilmember Putnam,
No.
Councilmember Steiger, Councilmember Walker.
No.
The council disapproves the contract.